campus on Friday of this week. You'll have 10 days to make a decision if you're going to accept or decline an offer if I give you one. The days start when Walt Disney World sends you the email, not when you decide to open it. Okay, so I would be checking that inbox that you filled out the application under. Use the email address. Those of you know that, right? Check that box every day, because that's how you're going to find out if you have it. If you receive an offer, $304.50 is the housing fee. This will cover your first 2 full weeks of rent. More than likely, your first 2 weeks, you may not work full 40 hours because you could arrive in the middle of a work week and start. So this helps take care of the rent. So once you start getting your 40 or 50 plus hours, you'll be able to absorb this into your pay. Good? Clear? That works. Hold that to the end. Let's move on. During the wonderful internship program that you will have, you are going to receive free park admission to all of the Walt Disney World theme parks. I am very sad that no one even thinks this is something that you're going to use. You don't want it? We don't have to issue it to you.
I'll take it.
You can pay the $89 to go into one park one day. Or you get this pass that gets you every single day for free. Does it sound better now?
Yes.
Maybe I'll rephrase how I should spiel this to you guys. Right, Chef? I mean, it's a huge savings. So when you don't like those guys over there anymore because they just gave you a hard day in the kitchen, go ride Space Mountain and let it out. Because there's a way to release that stress and go back the next day and get ready for it. Or stay here in Minnesota and just hang out ice fishing or something. I don't know. I think you got a lot more activities that could be coming your way in the parks. Also, you'll get 20% discount off shopping.
Oh, yeah.
If there's sales of 30% off this item, you add 20% more to it. Now it's a real good thing, because now you're getting half price. You'll figure this out real quick. I don't know how much money you'll have when you finish the program. You may have a lot of bags of stuff you need to pack in suitcases, but that's okay too. You'll enjoy it. You'll get a pass. I think it comes the second week you're there. And this is going to be a blue pass. Those of you who interviewed with me, I gave you externship dates, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
You're attached to those dates. It's going to have your name and those program dates. So on this pass, it's going to have those same dates. This is good for 6 submissions to get 3 other people in with you for free as well. So when you have those relatives that you don't even know about, that found out that you're at Disney and want to get in the park, you have the option to get them in or not get them. But you'll be able to use it for family and friends during your time there. And you should have your family come down and see you cook or bake. Let them get into the restaurant where you're working so that they can see your experience, because I'm sure there's a lot of moms and dads that don't know what a croissant is or how to make it or how many folds are in it. And what is this demi-glace that you make? Who knows what this is? Show them what you're doing here. You sweat and you do a lot of work here. Let's put it to good use and let them see it. I think it'll be very rewarding for you. Does that sound good?
Yes.
You said 6?
Pardon me?
You said 6?
It's a pass
Oh.
that is good for 6 submissions to get 3 people in with you each time. All right. That's good. During your program as well, there will be selective hotels and resorts where you can get a cast member rate that could range between 40 and 60% off the rack rate for that hotel. You would have to book the reservation to get your family into that hotel because you're the cast member that would receive the rate for them. Good?
Yes, sir.
It's not the hotel you want, it's the one that is available. So not everyone's going to Grand Floridian, you understand? We'll go to whatever available we have. Okay, Chef. Okay, so everything is up ladder here. Culinary program is the internship. Let's get that out of here. Let's graduate from school. Let's get ready to go in the workforce. Those of you who have 2+ years of professional cooking, not volunteering, not staging, not working in delis or quick service or drive-through restaurants, you could possibly get into our management program. That is up to your performance, your attitude, your star, your teamwork, and your ability to really multitask. Because we're looking for a leader. That could be you guys. Those of you who don't reach that plateau, we do offer full-time positions to the ones who are standouts on the program. That means attendance is important. Because you cook good, but you can't get to work, you're not getting rewarded to get a full-time position. So you have to meet everything that we're looking at here. You'll see line cooks hitting the eggs just like this. Induction skillets and pans, 7 seconds, that omelet's ready. Put the eggs in there. And you're going to do 800 of them in front of guests. You're going to learn how to cook here. Those of you who don't, you won't be there. That's it. And a lot of you could lose this. A lot of you will be successful, and a lot of this will change your life. But you better understand the fundamentals of how to season and cook food. If you become a full-time cast member with us, at the very beginning of this presentation, I told you where all our parks were, right? And you can transfer to all those countries and all those states and do employment. It's nice, right? Yeah. Opportunities is what the world's about for those of who actually apply the skills. Okay, chef? Okay, qualifications, got to be in culinary, baking, and pastry. School requirements for externship. Chef Paul, what are they?
2.0 GPA is the minimum that you're allowed to have for any externship. You must have completed all your classes in school before going on your externship and be approved by all the departments to go out on your internship. So keep those things in mind.
And if I offer somebody who does not have those requirements,
You need to achieve those requirements. There you go.
so they would not be able to accept an offer.
Correct.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Next steps is the application. I know the young lady in the back row, front row here, has not filled it out. Walt Disney World's application system is a little complicated because it's a global enterprise. So the folks that are applying for jobs in Tokyo, Hong Kong, ESPN, ABC TV are filling the same application out you are. And that means this thing sweeps the globe. And it takes sometimes 12 hours for me to find you, depending on when you're in that sweep. This is nothing to play with because in the state of Florida, I am bonded by a legal document that says if you didn't fill the application out, you didn't apply for the job, you don't get an interview. Please, it's that simple. On-campus interviews are going to be where, Chef, and what's the process?
Stop at your career services. For those of you today, a half hour-ish before your interview is scheduled. For those of you tomorrow, at least 15 minutes before your interview is scheduled. Just stop at your career services right at the desk there.
And our phone interview day is when? This, I believe so. So those of you who cannot interview with me today, but still would like to have the opportunity to interview with me because you met me and you went through the presentation, we have a selected day for LCB Minnesota for doing phone interviews, and I will conduct them from my office and be calling you at the time you have set up with Career Services. We're good? An option for you as well. All right, let's move on. And let's close with a little food video.
Come a little closer, step into wonder. See what happens to you. You can touch your dreams. It's easy as it seems. Just like the just like the
see you. Good. All right. Chefs, any questions about this program and want to present to these young next future chefs, hopefully?
Well, I can't think of any questions, very well covered. It's an amazing opportunity for you guys.
Good. Well, thank you guys for sitting in and taking pride and ownership of our program. It means a lot to us. Okay, open the forum for some questions. Jeff, if you could hit the keyboard one more time to board up, that'd be great. Okay. Pleasant. Okay, we'll begin with you.
Thank you. What are the biggest challenges a person will face in the kitchen or outside the kitchen, whatever you have been doing?
Sure. One of the biggest challenges that you're going to have is when you walk into the kitchen, you're going to be, sorry for the lack of a better term, but the worst person in the kitchen, right? Because you don't know the menu, you don't know where the food is kept. You're hoping your training is good because your sense of urgency is now and you want to get it so you can do it. So there's a lot of pressure put on you. So when you have that first month and you get punched in the stomach a few times because you know you're better, you fight through that area. Boy, it's going to get easier. And you're going to meet people you don't like. That's every part of the world, right?
Yeah.
People you're going to get along with, people you're not going to get along. So you got to fight through that as well. So that's going to be a new challenge for you. You're going to a place that is larger than the city of San Francisco and larger than the island of Manhattan. That's the Walt Disney World property. This is a big, big place. Okay. Anyone else? Go here, then we'll go back there.
Yeah, question about if you drive down there, parking and how that situation works. Do you have to pay for parking?
Great question. If you bring a car down, you must bring proof of insurance with the vehicle. All right? You have to have that. If you do not have it, we will not let that car in the housing. And you better find a place you're going to keep it, because you will not have it in housing. Good? Everyone know what I'm talking about there?
Yes.
Okay. The next thing is there's no charge to park your car there. It's an apartment complex, so you pull in and find a park as closest to the building as you can. And you can still leave it idle and just use it on your days off and still ride our transportation every day to work.
Okay.
That clear? That help out?
Yep.
Over here, I believe you had a question?
Yeah, okay, so if you were offered a job, you have 10 days to accept it. How long do you have to pay the assessment?
Sure. Everyone here heard the question?
Yes.
If you are offered a position, all that's going to be taken care of in that window of time as well.
So you have to pay it within the 10 days?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I believe you had one more question.